Welcome to the draft.
I am Steve.
This is me.
World.
Wow chat, isn't it crazy how the first game of week 4 is once again Lulu? I guess that's why they call her the boss. And her opponent is Sable, my current rival, an undefeated gang. Knock on wood in case I played my match and uploaded it before this goes up, which I did. Am I still undefeated? Probably. I am the GOAT. I've got a lot of money riding on this match because Lulu is my favorite player, and Sable, I need him to lose so that I can win the bet on who stops being undefeated fast. This is kind of a terrible matchup though, as the boss pointed out herself, because there's a Clefable, which completely shuts down for Alligator, and the tools to beat it kind of don't do anything when it can just switch out. So it becomes a game of, can you destroy Sable's entire team to the point of needing to use Clefable early so that Alligator can be freed up? Or will Sable just be unbreakable and Alligator will be a dead weight last Pokemon that comes out at the end just to die? Many such cases, by the way. And here's the bastard. The other problem with this matchup is that I have decided to legalize basically a box out legendary at 16 points. One famously known for cheese because of its bulk, sub, and glare. And there goes Florges. That's awesome, honestly. I'm really happy about that. This is not gonna, I've already lost hope. This is not gonna, she's not gonna win. I'm sorry, the boss, but I can't. Zygarde, I don't know what you're supposed to do about this. And you're clicking an inaccurate move. This is wads. Hitting all of them though. See, the boss would never fail to hit a power rip through paralysis. Unless, of course, there was no sub to break, as was Ogerpon's dying pact to make sure her allies did not have to deal with the substitute Zygarde. Icy Wind on Gengar. That makes sense, I guess. And the Zygarde finds its way back in on the Gligar to freely substitute again. Isn't that cool? Has to sack a lot of HP just to break the sub so Gengar can click Icy Wind or whatever again. And he's back on the Gligar! I love Bastard. What a great Pokemon. Zygarde plus several pivoting Pokemon forces a bottom tier defensive Pokemon with no offensive pressure. Amazing. Wonderful. Trick Scarf. That's probably going to help a lot for both dealing with Alomomola and Gengar actually being able to click attacks. Alomomola switches into Alomomola? Doesn't he know that's cheating and that's not how Regenerator works and you're cheating actually? You're cheating? Do it again. Oh, boo. Pink Void. Why is... Wait, Sayaka, wait. Wait, Radica theme? Is this peak? Perhaps I treated Sable too harshly. Although I don't know why Zygarde isn't while Pog is snacked. Lack of respect for the GOAT. Look at all the effort and work he's put in for this win that I assume you're about to get. And you call him a bastard? From your perspective, he's the hero. Speaking of the hero, he finds his way back in on the Gligar. Why does Gligar keep coming in? Fight back, Lulu! Will she claim even a single KO? Or am I destined to have absolutely no shot at top seed? Oh, never mind. Chooses to let Sayaka die. Thanks, Sable, you're a real legend for that. Game is definitely over, though. Clefable in the back means for Alligator, like I said at the beginning, completely worthless Pokemon here. Gligar, Gengar at red health are not gonna be able to break through the rest of the Fall Guys, especially while Zygarde's doing that. I don't think we need to watch the rest of this. Yeah, I had a feeling. Well, for my sake, I sure hope I don't lose this week, or else the bet is over very quickly.
The crafting table.
Alright, next up we have Grunkle vs Zenith, who no longer has sand. No Tyranitar. No Excadrill. Dead. Killed. Gone. So now, friendship ended. I would still rather he win though, because this team has a Heatran on it. Boo, Heatran. Of course I want Zenith to win. I don't get to fight him during pools. I need him in playoffs. I need to beat a completely different 3 people. Wow, this is beautiful. Well, you know what? He tried. Never mind, he's so back. He's so back. I never doubted. He's so back. This is clearly unaware. I'm not sure what you think you're doing here. Good science experiment, though. Maybe if you get 13 full paras, including the sleep tons, you could win this. One, two. Wow, this is beautiful. Wait, he's a grass type now? Why? Well, that is a stronger move. It's beautiful. Now he only needs 2 more paralysis taunts. He did not get it. He only needs 1 more paralysis taunt and a good roll. Wow. Wholesome. No protect was clicked. We got lack protect. This is so sad. I made this mistake too myself once. Too bad his coverage is grass normal. The greatest coverage you ever had in your entire life. Alright. I like this attack. Ice Spinner into the Heatran. Very wise. Very smart. Zenith. And it's Flame Orb Cresselia. Beautiful. Attempts to Psycho Shift on the Pokemon that's already bond. Zenith is... You have to make up for every time you do something, right? You know? It makes sense. The Venomoth is in! The Venomoth will soon not be in. Well, that's not a... Bug Buzz. Chat, was that going to kill Great Tusk? I'd believe it. So that was Nice defiant boost you got there, buddy. Really walked out for you. And Tusk came right back in and did not die. That Ogofon could have done mad walk. And it was killed for nothing. Alright, Latios finally taken care of. Can Great Tusk beat these two? I think maybe yes. That's not enough damage. See, you should have known that the grass type was going to switch out from the ground type and click your ground move. Obviously. Well, here's Metagross. What will he do? Beautiful. Famously, Sneasel can't do anything against a Pokemon faster than it. Wow, poetry. Beautiful. Why? Crunkle, why did you prep like this? Where was the funnies? Where was the epics? Why did +1 Terra, presumably tinted lens, Bug Buzz, do nothing? Sneasel had no options for when it was slower. Sigh. In an unaware Clefable, I think. I mean, that better have been unaware. I did the same damage at +1 and +2. Unaware Clefable lost to a setup sweeper. Embarrassing, really.
Ender Pearl.
Alright, got another battle already. That's right. It's the same day as the last battle. Not that you would know. Why am I telling you this? Phoenix versus O-Man. Shut the fuck up over there. Once again, lead Palafin, instant double out. Extremely intelligent gameplay happening, but it's a fucking Palafin, so it walks. Ferrothorn notably stays in on the Pokemon. It used to wall until it did that. Not really any point of switching out if you're already the supposed wall, I suppose. Sun Up Raging Bolt kind of just kills this entire team. What will O-Man even do about it? Toxic on the Frostlass. Frostlass can't click buttons because it's a Chansey. But it can set Veil for Gunagorl. Will Gunagorl set up again, just like the first week? Was that even on video? I don't even remember anymore. I don't remember. I don't know what's going on. Is this good commentary? Why is he bulking up in front of a special attacker and why is it walking? He's so fat. I hate him. Veil prevented. Does Palafin not sweep here? Ooh, helmet. Yikes. That's a lot of damage. And the Iceman is here! Wait, Ice Woman? Graboid? Toxic Graboid? What does it mean? Actually that's a poison type. I don't know if you noticed that. And he switched back out. Bro, you have Bullet Punch! Graboid is going crazy. You love to see some good classic Graboid gameplay. Oh my god, it's Von Hohenheim. Wait, FMA? I think I know that. I think I know that one. Von Hohenheim. Von Hohenheim. He's dead! They killed him. Right, she's finally gone. And the GOAT, Gunagorl, hits the field yet again. to kill everything probably, and Flash Cannon versus a Chansey. Oh man, do you even know how to build a Pokemon? Don't you know this thing has Heavy Slam? And Body Press, I think? Nobody... This is the problem with Chansey and Blissey in Draft, is it's like, it's low cost because you just bring a mixed attacker, and then nobody ever does it. And Chansey and Blissey end up putting in Walk anyways. And I've never got to be the one to fight the Chansey Blissey team. So I never get to show that's how it is. It's so easy. You just put Body Press on your special attacking Goodra. You don't even need any investment. And now you beat Chansey. Instead, you're sitting here Toxic stalling it. PP stalling it because it can't do anything. Actually, which one of you is getting PP stalled and when you think about it? You know, that's actually not what Godzilla looks like. I don't know if you knew this. Wait, insane double for no reason accomplishes nothing? I like that one. Infernape is now poisoned. Awesome. Monkey. Monkey. But how does Palafin not? I see. I comprehend. Amazing walk, Monkey D. Luffy. Most impressive. That guy's faster than Palafin. He's faster than Sonic! He's faster than Sonic! What?
The Nether.
Alright chat, we've got a good match here. Plant versus Araki's, two of my favorite players this season. And there's a Pharaoh Seed, so isn't that exciting? No Floette, though. That's interesting, because I actually specifically told him to use Floette. Interesting. Now, why would anyone not listen to my advice? Thunder Wave. Yeah, that sounds about right. What Pharaoh Seed do what Pharaoh Seed can. Wait, W? So many switches happening? So many switches happening. Everyone is shuffling around. When will an attack be clicked? Probably right here. Yeah. And chat, wouldn't you just, isn't it just so wonderful? For a second week in a row, Sheer Force has prevented Berserk from activating. I hate this game. +1. Fiery Wrath could have done some big chip to Hatterene. Unless it's Specs or something. But no, forced out. Big Sliggoo putting in Walk though. Or at least he listened to me when I said to bring that, because I don't think Sliggoo was ever showing up otherwise. Although it's starting to look like Floette isn't going to show up. So-called best new ZA Mega, and it doesn't even come in for a single match 4 weeks in a row. Treads clicking the slam. My god, physical Mega Dragonite. That's why you don't use physical Mega Dragonite. Activated Greninja. Epic. Hashtag epic. And it's got Protect for the Golisopod? No! Plant! Get out of there! Oh, there goes the Greninja check. Luckily we have the other Greninja check. You would never get flinched here. Awesome. Great walk, Sliggoo. And a speed drop on Hatterene. That's probably big. Huge even. And that was not big or huge. Aqua Jet. Bro, that's a fucking -1 Hatterene. That cannot be your only move. We take a clean 2-0. Plant stays winning, and tragically, Araki's does not. Her day will come, I swear. The slew, it was just too much to handle. And frankly, I understand.
Chicken jockey!
And here's the finale for week 4. What started with my close green ally being thwarted by evil now has a chance to be redeemed as my knight faces against the draft villain himself, Quillfish. My knight is currently 0-3, whereas Quillfish is one of the most well-decorated draft players in the history of humankind. It would take a miracle for him to lose, but crazier upsets have happened. The theme is also why is there a Hisuian sneeze? Let's create Quagsire. You should do it again. Let the grass type die. And for what? Making 0 effort for plays. Because Iron Crown is just carrying through things. Resists be damned. But this Pump Stomp is playing Walk too. Doesn't have to deal with resist like this stupid metal thing. Bruh, this crowd is no! Wait, the Sneasel hits the field. Our hero! The absolute legend. It takes 55 from a weak neutral move. You know, a famous philosopher once said, "It's not over yet." I disagree with the statement, but it would be cool if it wasn't. Yeah, straight step tomorrow. You fool. 49. And a split F drop. Unnecessary. This Glamara is very strong into this team, actually. Never mind, it died, actually. You know, I had it on good authority that Foster actually freaking epic won this battle. And by that I mean, I kind of felt like, for some reason, it was true, but, well, it's not impossible. He has put, Quillfish has positioned himself into a position to instantly lose if crit occurs. Dude, wonderful. Justice for all gamers. But honestly, what was he gonna do anyways? He was gonna win arrow covers. That was and no ice beam on Quagsire. Come on, Quillfish. You have to be scared of the Garchomp. You have to forego your normal Quagsire set that actually does things so that you can ice beam Garchomp. Spikes, toxic, zero. What is Toxic doing for you when you could click Ice Beam and kill things? We love killing things.